All right, welcome to Saturday Taj Hammer. The road to Adepticon continues. We are continuing to familiarize ourselves with ITC stuff, even though we do know there is a different pack for Adepticon, but we figured we'd get a little more familiar with that stuff. We're playing Scenario 6 Crucible of Champions, but today we've got Orks and Guard. And here's the Guard contingent. We're bringing a brigade. No real frills here, but just 6 guard squads, 2 company commanders, a tech priest engine seer, a Ministorum priest, the spicy bit today, trying it out, Vindicari assassin, a heavy support squad with mortars, a sentinel for the brigade, some Bulgrin, a Hydra, a Bane Wolf, a Hellhound, 3 Basilisks, 442, 443, and Knight Commander Pask. But here is the Imperial army for today.
All right, let's get into this Ork army introduction for the Crucible of Champions. We'll start out with 2 battalions and a vanguard. All evil sons. I need that extra movement to try to get into battle with these Imperial Guard who, other than the Bulgrins, don't necessarily want to get into battle. So let's see if we can do it. But this weird boy is turned into a warp head for 1 CP, and he's going to have Fist of Gork and a jump. And then we have the big mech with custom force field. Then we have a unit of 11 Gretchen and 2 30 boy units of boys. We have 20 Choppa Sluggas and 10 Shootas in both of those units. And then we'll get into the 2nd battalion, and we have 2 war bosses, one with the back there power claw and a combi rocket launcher, and then we have the one up front with the killer claw and a squig hound to fight with his custom shooter. And they will be battalion leading 3 units of 10 Gretchen. They're magical. And then we have 3 smasher guns. New list, so this is going to be fun. And then let's get into the Vanguard, where we have a big mech and mega armor with a custom force field with his Grot Oiler. Then we have another weird boy who's been turned into a warp head with warpath and the jump. Yes, they both have to jump. Just in case I lose one, I still have that ability to jump somebody. Then we have my elites with the pain boy back there looking out on the field, surveying what he's going to do, who he's going to heal. Then we have a unit of tank busters, 10 tank busters and 1 bomb squig that I finally got painted. He's sexy. And then we have a knob with a wog banner there to hang out with these mega knobs, with 2 with a power claw and a shooter and 2 with 2 kill saws. And then we have our dedicated transport of our truck with the wrecking ball. And then we have the battle wagon with the death roller. And then we're gonna have a burner bomber, hopefully dropping some bombs to burn. Spinning, spinning, spinning. And that's it for today. And see if we can get the wog off to the starts. Let's take a look at this deployment between the Astra Militarum and the Orks. Just got the heavy guns over here with the Bonabama and some Gretchen and some boys, a couple war bosses, more Gretchen on that objective marker. Battle wagons out there that's got mega knobs and a big mech and mega armor and a knob with wob and got some more Gretchen over there. Then we have the truck with the tank busters and the big mech with the custom force field up on the teleporter, along with another unit of 30 boys. They'll come out turn 2. Then let's look at this impressive gun line here. Very intimidating looking. Let's hope they're all show for the Orks perspective, but we have the 2 limit russes over here, one of those being passed down in your right corner there. Then we have all the guardsmen up the gut in the middle, supported by the Bulgrin and the Hellhound back there. Then we have those very massive basilisks standing there that can see every inch of the board, even in Minnesota. And they can hit them, don't need line of sight. And then more tanks, commanders. We got, in that building back there, we got a heavy weapon squad. On top, ooh, let's look at this guy, debut. The assassin. As I'm sure many of you think so, it's Snake Eyes. It's really just Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes is G.I. Joe to Warhammer. So good job. So let's get ready for turn 1, Astra Militarum. Slow-mo foresees the objective. Alright, so I know I said it was Astra Militarum turn 1, but then we seized the initiative magicness. Without a plan, just had to make one up on the fly. And got some shooting off here. Battle Wagon killed 2 guardsmen, and then another one ran away, or killed 3, and then 1 more ran away. So that's good job there. Did jump these Gretchen over here to get in that quadrant after we moved the burner bomber over there into that quadrant. So we did get a point for recon. He took some shots at this unit of guardsmen, killed 2 there. The smasher guns did magic. 3 D3 shots, ended up with 3 shots. 2 of them did hit over there at the Hydra, and went through all the way with the toughness and strength and all that stuff. So I did 4 wounds on 2d6 damage. So not bad, but hey, 4 wounds are 4 wounds. So that's really where we stand at the end of Orc turn 1. Let's get ready for Astra Militarum turn 1.
Imperium turn 1. Did a lot of shooting, did a lot of bed shitting, but still killed some stuff, which was good. But there were some Grots, Gretchen, whichever one we want to call them. These guys are probably fired. I hope they die in a minute. But they ended up making them run, which is good. Then everybody else, let's see, the Hydra took a shot at the Burnabama, and some other guys joined in, like the Hellhound. Got it down to a handful of wounds, which was fun, exciting. Everybody in the world shot at this battle wagon and got it down to a wound. More bed shitting ensued. Did some shooting with the mortars and these guard squads, or that guard squad I should say, and killed a handful of boys, which was fun. And then we did take a shot with the basilisks. 2 of them went into the battle wagon. The last one decided it wanted to try to reach out and touch something else, and took some wounds off of a smasher gun. Now the debut was the Vindicare, whatever we want to call it. He did take a shot at the warp head over here. Took a couple of wounds off him. He's down to 2, and then used the stratagem to shoot at this war boss here and took a couple wounds there. He's down to 3. So that was a fun debut. Learned some stuff there. But here is where we stand going into Orc turn 2. I'm going to buy some new dice.
End of Orc turn 2. Best part about the turn was the burner bomber flying over these Bulgrin and those guardsmen. But he dropped his burner bomber, and as you can see, dropped it right on that Bulgrin. But somehow he only took a wound, but his buddy next to him took 3 and he died. So that was fun and exciting. So 4 mortal wounds, can't go wrong with there on just 5 models. So good news there. Then he did a whole bunch of shooting. I think he took out 4 or 5 guardsmen and that crew right behind him. These boys got over here in the charge after advancing with the war boss right behind them. They took out a unit that was right in front of them, and that's good news there. Then we popped out of the battle wagon here with those mega knobs and the war boss and armor and the knob with the Wog banner. They took that Bane Wolf all the way down to 2 wounds. Should have done more, but lost a Mega Knob in Overwatch with so much auto hitting. Then the Battle Wagon got in here on the Sentinel. Couldn't even hit anything with its spiky Death Roller. But that was fun anyway. It was so good to see. Everybody else kind of hang out here. Threw a character back on this, hoping he can hang out there, but he might get sniped. These Smash-A-Guns moved out to get a clear sight on that Leman Rush right there. Bunch of shots. Hit a bunch of times. Failed every single wound roll with a toughness of 8. Could not roll an 8+ to save my life to see if it wounded. And then the truck dropped out of the teleporter and then fired all the tank busters and the bomb squig here and only nicked about 5 or 6 wounds, I think, max. Maybe only 1 or 2, I can't remember. But tank busters let me down, surprisingly. But that's cool. It happens, I guess. But that's where we stand at the end of top of 2. Let's get ready for the Astra Militarum, turn 2.
End of guard turn 2. We got the Burnabama, blew him up. It was a risk. Burnabama didn't blow up, didn't burn a bomb blow up on here. Would have been bad for the guard. 6 inches, 3 mortal wounds would have been a nightmare. But we failed to explode on a 4. Yeah, command point rerolled, failed to explode again. So really the God Emperor is watching over these little Cadians today, but avoided that one. Got the Battle Wagon combined effort between 4-4. We're going to pick a number 2 and some Basilisks. Shot some Ork boys here, got them with the Guardsmen. They combined effort there. And then over here, 4-4-3 and past, blew up a truck. And then killed some tank busters. They had a little morale situation. There was also a Basilisk shot at a Smash-A-Gun, a couple Smash-A-Guns. Blew one up, hurt another one. Here, the war boss was shot by the Vendikari, whatever we want to call him. But the brave Gretchen Gratz were flung into the path of those rounds. And took some, lost a little bit of morale, but we snuck, I think, 1 or 2.
End of the Orc turn 3. These blue boys, 4 of them that were left, because we auto-passed morale for 2 CP, and then green-tided them, and then successfully got him in over here to Pask on the second charge. Then they connected 4 wounds all the way through, and nobody kills Pask like Pask, who rolled 3 1s and a 2 for save. So we got him down to 2 wounds. This unit came out of the teleporter and failed their charge, so they're just hanging out there. The tank busters shot into Pask earlier and did not wound anything. The Smash-A-Guns did some more shooting, failed to wound again. Then we had these 2 Warpeds, Fist of Gorks and the Jumps, the war boss over here, who successfully made his charge and promptly blew up the Bane Wolf. So there's a point there, and then we actually got the bonus point for having 3 characters on 3 objective markers at the end of our turn. So that's where we stand right now. There's still so much firepower coming at us for the bottom of 3.
End of guard turn 3. Did shooting, because that's what we do. But we killed the war boss over here, the guy with the Wog banner, Knob with the Wog banner, the Big Mac with the custom force field, and 3 Mega Knobs on this side. Over here, we killed some Orc boys from that squad, killed some Orc boys from that squad. As you can tell, Pask fell back. Moved up to support. Forgot to heal him with the Engine Seer, because that's what I'm doing. But yeah, so this is where we stand at the minute. Going into Orc turn 4.
End of the Orc turn 4. The Smash-A-Gun shot down this aisle, took 2 wounds off of the Hellhound. So that was well done there. And then everybody else kind of hung out, did their thing, except for these boys over here. Boys got into Pask, took his remaining 2 wounds off, and he didn't explode. Then they consolidated into the Hellhound, who has 2d6 auto hits. so we wanted to avoid that charge. Did lose one when the Hellhound bumped him back, but I'll give one boy compared to 2d6 auto hits in a charge. These boys over here successfully made a charge into these guardsmen. Took out 6 in the fight for the few that could get in there and not touch the Hellhound, and 1 ran away. Went all the way back to the Emperor, who then promptly probably killed him. But that is where we stand at the end of Orc turn 4.
Yeah, it's the huge.
All right. End of the Astra Militarum / Imperial Guard, whatever you want to call them. Their time did go up before they could get into turn 4. So we summarized some points with me being able to kill a unit and hold more objectives, and I kind of maxed out that turn to get me up to 19 points, me meaning the Orcs, and Astra Militarum at 17. So with their no offensive capability from this amazing unit of Imperial Guard, we're going to call the game at that, because the Orcs would just continue to add points to their score, maybe 1 point per round for the Astra Militarum. So we'll call that a game, and I'm sort of glad because I was running low on bodies, and these guns are just aimed to do some serious destruction. So we'll call it at the end of 4 rounds. Orcs 19, Imperial Guard 17.